Hi, welcome to my channel, Psychic Kathleen. Today I'm going to discuss another client that has been a client of mine for 5 years. We've only spoken on the telephone, so today was the first time we'd had an opportunity to meet in person, and that has happened to me several times. I'm fortunate to have clients all over the world. I have more than 5,000 clients worldwide, but not every client is able to come and spend some time with me in person. So, and it's always a joy when we do get to meet. Is it a surprise? Not usually. Typically, I do have a sense of that client, so I'm rarely caught by surprise. But it was a joy, and we enjoyed just spending some time together. We talked about a lot of different things. He too has just recently retired from the government. He's a young retiree, so he has great plans for his retirement and has been looking forward to this for 30 years, as he jokes. He actually loved his work. And I'm sure did it very well. I always had a sense that he did. So he wanted to come, he had to come to this city for other reasons that were retirement related. But while here, he wanted to make sure that he had a reading. So the reading we focused on looking at what his retirement's going to look like, just moving into the first year of it. He is a divorcee. He's been divorced for many years. He has 2 grown daughters, and he is in a relationship with a woman that he's known for many, many years, and they've just, within the last couple of years, transited to become a significant other type relationship. However, he's feeling doubtful about whether he wants to continue this pattern in this relationship, because she will continue working for at least another 10 or 15 years. And he plans to spend some months south and some months here in Canada. So he's realistic enough to know that while he is south, he will be spending time with other women, and so that's a difficult conversation that's coming up, and he wanted to look at that in a reading as well. So the first card was the Ten of Swords, which is saying the war is over. Now this is more of a mental state. So I said, I think your first year of retirement is going to be, should I do this, should I do that? A lot of decisions to make. And he said, yes, already he's noticed that he's constantly making decisions. And it is mentally stressful because you can't do it all. So if you choose to do one, that means you're not going to be able to do the other. And so he is feeling somewhat stressed about that. However, the past card is the Emperor. And I said, you've been doing a good job. You are delegating, you're assigning, you're looking at the big picture. I'd say the decisions that you've made so far have been absolutely brilliant. So you're in a great state of mind to be entering this stage in your life. People are seeing you as the 8 of Wands, which is very quick moving. So I said, it looks like you're maybe being even a little impulsive, kind of rushing at these decisions. And he said, well, no, I'm not. He said, I just, I'm a thinker. And he's a Scorpio, so we often joke together about that. I'm a Scorpio as well. So we get each other's Scorpio selves. And so part of being a Scorpio is thinking things through quite a bit. We can appear to be, I suppose, sort of secretive because we keep our thinking to ourselves, and then all of a sudden it seems as though we're making a decision. But in fact, there's been a long process before the action actually does take place. The Queen of Pentacles came up recommended, and I said, you know, I often think of a doctor when I see the Queen of Pentacles. To me, she understands physical embodiment, and so classically, like a doctor, he said he has been very interested in, of course, spiritual matters, which is why he contacted me originally 5 years ago. But he's also very interested in spirit healing. And so that brought up a conversation in a number of different directions. The warning was the Five of Cups, which is kind of a sadness and melancholy card. And what that means is something kind of sad is coming. So perhaps it's not going to be quite as perfect as he might hope. And he did express there's a couple of people in his family that are sad, are sick and sad, and there's, I guess, sad about their sickness, and so it's possible that a couple of them anyway, are at risk. And he has lost a couple of loved ones already this year, so just to prepare him for some melancholy and some loss this fall. Overall, I'd say the reading went very well. There was nothing to suggest in the reading that he had any financial worries, which he doesn't, or he doesn't have anything physically to worry about either. He's very vibrant and strong, and he takes good care of himself. Now, we did turn at that point to looking at his significant relationship and what that looks like going forward. And that the Oracle had answered the Strength card, which often does depict, as it does here, a woman with a lion sort of passively beside her. In the classic card, it depicts a woman with her hand right in the lion's mouth. So I said, this is a card of discipline. It's not, saying everything, being diplomatic perhaps, but certainly disciplining yourself to have this conversation. And I said, I really think you need to do that so that when you do go south, and as he's planning on doing, that you are going free and not feeling guilty or not feeling like you're doing something you're not supposed to do, but you're kind of free and clear. So I said, I highly recommend that you have this conversation. The Oracle is saying you should do that before you go. Because he did say, he's going for a month. He'd really wanted to go for 4 months. But because of this relationship, he would be coming back early. But he's already regretting having committed to only a month. I said, I think you really do need to revisit that, because you're not going to be happy with having decided that this is what you're going to do when you really want to do something else. And so we did kind of talk about that, and that's often how a tarot reading, what it will do, is it will trigger conversations to go in some directions, and also encourage the client to rely on their own intuition. His own intuition is already telling him that this is problematic, and he needs to discipline himself to, make the tough choice at this point, which goes back to the center part of his reading, the Ten of Swords, that, this is going to be one of those times where he's going to have to make a tough choice. But, once the choice is made, it's such a relief that mental war is over. So thank you once again for joining me here today. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell, and you'll receive an email in your inbox that I've uploaded a new video. And I look forward to seeing you here again soon. Thanks again for joining me. Bye for now.